I discovered today that one of the genuine few articles of friendships that I had held so sacred to me I was actually friends with Jamie for going on almost 30 years, you know. He had helped me to find my grounding. He had helped me as a witch practitioner, as a necromancer, that the rabbit hole travels so much deeper than one could imagine. Having unveiled so much mysteries of knowledge, having provided me with a vast amount of knowledge, surreal. And I held everything that he had given to me sacred to me. I met Jamie at my previous job when I actually had worked at the Galleria Mall when it used to be open. Now it's permanently closed, and it shut down at some point middle of last year during the summertime. But I was in a food court, and since having to move to this state in particular, I had no friendships. I had known absolutely no one. A stranger in a strange, bizarre land, you know, different culture for this state in particular. I'd met him standing in line. Waiting on my order. I had this obsession to go to Manchu Wok. It was this like Chinese little restaurant, you know. And I believe that day in particular, I actually had ordered this lunch special for Kung Pao chicken. He actually walked up to me. It was one of the very few genuine people that never judged me. That never judged me for my looks. Always accepted my personality. He had told me that it's just like he randomly walked up to me. I guess he was on his lunch break, and he worked as a hairstylist for a majority of his life. He worked at I think Belk at the time. Yeah, Belk at the time, and then he worked at JCPenney after that. He worked there full time for a while. I remember. I remember him telling me how much he was attracted to my energy. And it was something about my aura, my energy, that was captivating or calling out to him. And he was very much part of the LGBTQ community. And if you don't know what that is, I can't even think straight. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. I believe that's the last part of it. But he was more homosexual than anything else. And he treated me as if I was one of his own. I can't even do this video all the way through. I just found out a little less than an hour ago. So at the time when I had struggles and obstacles in my life that I had to overcome, and I had absolutely no one there for me. I remember at one point last year I went to his house, and this was when he was diagnosed with like liver and kidney failure, and he was in bed rest. He was laid off temporarily from his job, and he told me, just always remember, you are enough. And he told me the words, and it's still synchronized in my mind and my consciousness. And I try so hard to be successful, and I devote my every energy about me in everything that I do. And I try to do right by others. I try to live a peaceful life without beefing and drama. And at one point we had our downtime where we had beef with each other. It was more on my part that I had more beef with him, but it was overall a misunderstanding over misconception, miscommunication on my part. And at the time I didn't realize to see the much larger scale for the picture, you know. I never lost anyone sacred and dear to me, except for my grandma when I was like 8 or 9 years old, and at the time I did not understand what death was. Being a child at that age, you have no concept of reality for what death is. And of course I felt sad and all. But the only other person that I lost in my life was when I had turned 21 or 24 years of age, and he was one of the vendor at a gun show, and you can see it back in my earlier videos. I've written poems to him and I broke down. Jamie was a dear brother to me. In his downtimes, in his health, in his health failures, I would go over there every week, or essentially every day or every other day. I would check up on him, and I guess he was mixing medication with alcohol. And the one thing that was revealed to me by his ex was that he was an insane, severe alcoholic. I mean, to the core. He actually had drank alcohol during his shift, before clocking in and clocking out of work, and then drank himself to death all throughout the night. May you rest in peace, Jamie. And the one thing that I actually brought with me, he had provided to me as a gift for several mementos. This was actually one of them, was his fedora. And as you can see him in a photograph here, I had a lot of photographs of him and I together, but it was on his laptop that he had given to me, that I still need to get a charger cable for, because the charger cable actually snapped and broke off after an extensive period of time. However, he had given me, the photographs together of us. But you can see him here. This was him at my old work, at my old job. And here he is with a dog, Fig. Fig, as you see here. And this is him with his old fedora hat. And I still wear this time to time. I actually just wore this a couple of days ago. And I actually just reached out to him as well recently, about a week or two ago, and I told him how much I miss him. I've not seen him for almost half a year, or almost a year, and I've just been so consumed and busy chasing after the chaos of a schedule for my own life, you know. And I regret that. I'm constantly having to chase after the materialism of the world, chasing after myself, chasing after my goals and desires, my ambitions. Because honestly, like I said in my earlier videos, I have absolutely no one in the world to ever help me for my videos. You know, when you get consumed so much with chasing after the money every week and working every week. That's my regret. I mean, at least I kept in contact here and there over Messenger, but it's just not the same as seeing somebody in person, you know. I should have set up times to talk to him on the phone and everything, but he was so good to me. I remember going over there helping him move. He moved into another good friend of mine's house named Karen, and helped him move last time that I had seen of him. Every so often he would buy me this Chinese food that was like around the corner. He'd give me so much consultations, like advice about different things, and he would always be there to be willing to hear me out whenever I had my own emotions, you know, problems. He was so good to me. I loved him so much. And I guess he had passed away at the hospital today from liver and kidney failure. God, I miss you. And if there was ever a time where I was not a better friend, I apologize. Forgive me. But he loved me so much. He embraced me and accepted me with open arms, you know. It was so amazing. But anyway, my name is Cody Gremlin. Feel free to subscribe, like, share, all that stuff.